Okay, so where do we start? Well, almost always it's with something that looks like this. Yeah, a total mess, a tangled hairball. This is the raw data of a network. Just a bunch of dots and lines, what we call nodes and edges, with no obvious meaning whatsoever.
And this mess could be anything, right? It could be your social media connections. It could be what products people buy together on Amazon. It could even be how scientific papers cite each other. We have a gut feeling there's some kind of structure in there, but right now it's totally invisible. So the big question, the real mystery here, is how on earth do we find the order that's hiding in all that chaos?
All right, so like any good detective, before we start searching for clues, we need to know exactly what it is we're looking for. Let's define our target. And this is it. This is our prime suspect, a hidden neighborhood, or what a lot of people call a community. It's basically just a group that's really tight-knit. Think of it like an office where 5 people always get coffee together. They talk mostly to each other. You don't need to see their name tags to know they're a group. The pattern itself reveals it. Here's a great way to think about it. Imagine a balance scale. A really strong neighborhood is going to be weighed down heavily by all of its internal connections. Meanwhile, it only has a few super light connections to the outside world. Our job is to find the groups that tip that scale the most, the ones that are way more connected to themselves than to anyone else. And this is the really magical part. We don't need to know what any of these dots are. We don't need labels like cat lover or dog person. The structure, the story, the neighborhoods, all of it just emerges from the pattern of the connections alone. Okay, so you might be thinking, if the pattern is right there, why can't we just, see it? And that's a fair question. The thing is, our detective is up against a few pretty major challenges. First, there's the sheer scale of it all. I mean, with 10 friends, you can probably spot the cliques. With 1 million Twitter users, no way. It's impossible for a human eye. Second, there's the no labels problem. The algorithm is basically working blind. It only sees who's connected to whom, not what they are. And finally, the connections themselves are sneaky. No link comes with a little tag saying, hey, I'm an internal friendship. The algorithm has to figure all of that out from scratch.